Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I don't know, the weather's been too windy to ride. You know, the high's been around 60, but I mean today the wind's blowing like 50 mile an hour, so we did the next best thing. But hey, before we get started, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button maybe, and hey, leave me a message, good or bad, we want to hear from you. So we drug the old, I'm calling it a barn find because I found it in my barn. It's an 83 Goldwing, and it's been laying around for a while, and yeah, it's been sitting since 1990, excuse me, yeah, 1995, and it turns over, but this is basically the way I got it, with the back tire of course and the shocks, but there's no seat. I do have a fairing that's broke and missing the headlight. I don't have the false tank, and I don't have a seat. I got a lot of brake parts and stuff. Everything's locked up, but the clutch is free, the motor's free, and I've got some new brushes coming for the starter. We'll see if we get the starter going. And my main goal is today I'm going to dump some vinegar in the tank, and I'll show you a picture of that here in a little bit. It's rusty, but it's not bad. So I'm going to get that soaking in vinegar so I can be sloshing. Hopefully it'll hold it in. So it can be sloshing. I'll slosh it around. We'll get clean on that. I did order a carb kit for the carburetors, and any of you guys know anything about Goldwings, those suck. So I'm going to try putting the kit in them, clean the tank up. We'll put everything in fresh on that. It does have spark. Whether the charging system works or not, I don't know. So we may even be pulling the motor if it's like any of them. I'm going to guess they quit riding it. Something went awry. They probably burnt the brushes out of the starter. Looks like you know, and it could have been just the brushes on the starter. Could have been why they quit riding it. The starter went out. But anyway, I've got the tank out. I should have videoed that, but I didn't. And but basically, this is the way it came. Other than the back tire, and the tank was on it when I got it. I do have a title though, so that makes it golden. But it's been sitting out. It's been sitting out in my barn for about 2 years. I'm going to guess 2, 3, 4 years. I don't know. And I have robbed a few parts off of it for other Goldwings, but I think I'm bored, and I'm going to actually. I think the plan is I'm going to first try to get it running, and if it runs good, we'll go from there. I thought about buying dirt tires and make an off-roader on it, out of it. You know, so I can go cruise gravel roads, because nobody wants to do that on their new Harley. But I think for now, my main goal is get it running. And if I can get it running, and then we'll tackle the brakes next. And if we get the brakes working, we'll go from there. But we're working on a $0 budget here, guys. So you ain't gonna see me just go out and spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on this. This is gonna be mostly, I'm gonna fix what I can fix, rebuild what I can rebuild. We'll figure out, see if we can get these soaking in something to get the master cylinders freed up, and then we'll put kits in them. We'll work on that, and it's gonna take a while. I'll string this out. We'll call this the Goldwing project. So, yeah, I'll be still doing riding videos. I'm getting kind of bored with that, so let's do something new. And I may even change the name of my channel, because I was told that Motoplatus is an embarrassing name. I don't really care. I was amused that the guy knew what Platus was. Okay, so anyway, I've got the tank off, And I'll cut out here and poke a flashlight, and I'm just going to use I'm just going to try dumping this distilled white vinegar in it and slosh it around for a while. Then I'm going to tackle it with my high pressure washer, and then I'm going to spray it full of WD-40 or dump some WD-40 in it, because WD-40 prevents rust and displaces moisture. That's what it was originally invented for. WD-40 works on anything. I'm not sponsored by WD-40. Let's check out the gas tank next. So next I'll show you what the gas tank looks like. We'll start by getting that dumped in it. I'll slosh it around. I only got a gallon of it, so I'm just gonna keep throwing it in there and let it work. Most of it's on the bottom, and it's not really rust, it's more of that old gas flaky stuff, because I can stick my finger in here and I can flake it off. Except for right there. It's kind of gooey, but we'll do the best we can. And hopefully the petcock holds, because I don't want this stinking shit in here. And while you're there, don't forget to get your cup filled up. So I don't know if you can see down in there, but the old tank ain't all that bad. I mean, most of it seems to be on the top, but it's just like, I don't know. It's got some rusty chunks, but it isn't. I've seen a lot worse. And I suppose that, let me get my light out of the way. It's kind of hard to shine the light in the hole. But anyway, you can see down there kind of what it looks like. It's kind of dirty on top. Let's shine the light in here. There you can see it, kind of. Not a real good picture, but yeah. So I think what we'll do next, we'll dump some, slosh it around, let her set, and then I'll start turning into these carburetors. I think we're a week from those kits showing up. And don't mind my messy garage, because I've been having other projects like this old girl. This was last week, last week. Mickey wanted her garden tilled, so we drug this out of the barn, and that's what started this whole project, because I had to move that to get that. Yeah, we had to move that to get that. And I'm like, I'm just going to put both of them in the garage and work on both of them. So anyway, yeah, let's dump some in and see if it goes to leaking, and then slosh it around a little bit, and we'll see what happens. And I figure I'll dump a gallon in, we'll let it, a gallon on the bottom. I'll flip it this way, I'll flip it this way. We'll just keep flipping it around and see if it'll take most of it off. And then we'll put some WD-40 or even a little bit of transmission fluid and slop it around in there to keep it from rusting right back up. But a lot of times when I do these, I'll soak them, rinse them out good, and I've got an old hair dryer that I'll poke down in it somewhere like this one. I'll just poke it down here and it'll breathe out there and let her eat, dry it out. Let me find my funnel. Well, I don't see it leaking yet. I'm not gonna lie, guys, it's gonna smell like a French whore in a Massengale convention here in a little bit. Phew. Yeah, I already hate this already. Okay, let's get started here. Let's see if I got this pointed in the right direction. Good enough. Okay, so I'm going to start out, I'm going to remove my throttle cables from the carburetor down here on the Platinum. 10 millimeter. Loosen the lock nut on the first one. Just kind of back it off a little bit. It's got a little keeper on it, and it should slide down, release over that. You can down here and try. Come on. Okay, there's cable number one. It's off. And now we'll take the return cable, .10 millimeter wrench, guys. Now you can get to this, it's kind of a bugger with the tank in, but I decided I'd dispose of the tank first, because then you can get right down in here and work on stuff. That's pretty handy. And I've never done that before. Usually the tank's in when I'm working on these things. Alright, that's the return cable. Now, we gotta find the choke cable. Where are you at, choke cable? Okay, so the choke cable takes a Phillips screwdriver that's all stripped out and hooks onto here. And then it's got its own linkage. Let's see if we can get it with this, if I get these in there. Get started. Here we go. All right, so we got the choke cable released. Just flip it up, tuck it in somewhere to keep it out of the way. It needs lubed up a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to undo all 4 of these clamps. And loosen them up. Get them good and loose. Alrighty. Now I'm going to grab a hair dryer. $10mm socket. Ooh, the studs are coming out with it. And then, oh yeah. Now these carburetors have never been off this thing. So I'm going to do a little more heating on it, and then we'll get these off, and we'll leave the other ones on for now. And I think it's got to go that way. I see I got a backing line. I got to take the fuel line and get the spark plug wires out of the way too. I'll be right back with you. We'll get the one side off. Alrighty, so next I'm going to take the fuel line off and unplug this backing line, and it goes back here to the that accumulator. I'm not sure what that even does. Okay. All right, I got the vacuum line, the fuel line unhooked, and I just turned these 90s up out of the way. Hopefully they'll come out like that. But look at this. This one's broke. Something to look for. Alrighty. So next I'm going to get the spark plug wires out of the way and find any loose washers. Check for that. Sometimes the washers will stick to these intake, and you don't want them falling down in there. I did find one there. It's kind of a tight squeeze getting it out. I think this looks like it's coming out. Okay, we need to get this breather hose out of the way. We're catching on our spark plug wires. Catch it on these. Pop them out there. Close, close. Bam! Just like that. We've got the carburetors out. So I'm going to get some paper towel real quick. We're going to cram down in these intake holes. So, it looks to me, guys, we need to find one of these. That one's okay. And them are okay. So we got to find one of these. Looks like the accelerator pump, so I need to make sure we got one of those with the kit. And yeah, I'll get my bench cleaned off and we'll go from there. And on the next video, we will tear these apart and see what we got. So anyway, YouTube, that's how you take the carburetors off your old 83 Goldwing. It is 1100, or 1100s and 1200s are a little different, but the same. Clear back to 76. The carburetors are different. Some of the stuff that hooks them up. The 1200s have got a different, they've got, basically it's the same, but it's different. So I'll get my bench cleaned off, and in the next video, we will tear these apart and see what all else we need to order. Yikes, that's not good. And you can see the dirt around it. It was run like that for a while, so hopefully it's okay. hopefully it's okay, but we've got a lot of work to do. And I'm going to anyway, tune in for the next video. We'll clean my bench off. Look at this mess. I'll get my bench cleaned off, and we'll get our light moved so we got good lighting. And yeah, we'll tear them apart and see what kind of damage we have on them. I need to rearrange in here because I want to mount a TV out here in the corner for my little workshop. Mickey's got the rest of it for dog stuff. So, but anyway, do we use these, or we just order the 4-into-1? Leave me your answer. Leave me an answer on that one. That's the question of the day. Hey guys, everybody that's subscribed, thanks a lot. If you want to see more shop videos like this, let me know. I'm getting kind of bored, so I don't know what I want to do with it, but let's see if we can get it running. I mean, the thing, I'm pretty sure 98, 99 was the last time this thing was run, so it's been sitting around a while. And I know it's been out, yeah, it's probably been 3 years it's been out sitting in my barn, so. Yeah, so let's see what we can do, and we will catch you in the next one. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you've subscribed, you can make my channel. I'd like to get to 1,000 so I can start doing stuff, but hey, 185 ain't bad. I ain't gonna bitch. We'll catch you in the next one.